All right, good evening, Lakeland. This is DJ Unknown on Lake Effect Radio. Remember, we are streaming live at livestream.com / Lake Effect. Today in studio, I have Whiskey Protocol.
Whiskey Protocol.
All
My
right.
real name, Rick Needs Wiki. No one can say that, though.
Whiskey Protocol is a lot
Yeah.
easier to say.
Yes, it is.
For everyone viewing at home, if you look on your screen, you will see the video of us in studio, and then you also see his Facebook page. You will also, I can switch back over to his website too. So we'll switch back and forth between that. Your website, does that have more of the music or whatever that you play?
It has the Reverb Nation site that I
Reverb.
have has most of my material. There's a couple songs that are not out there, but
Okay.
most of it is in Reverb Nation.
Okay, so we can get on to Reverb. What's the Reverb?
ReverbNation.com/Whiskey Protocol. WHISKEY Protocol.
Slash that? Oh,
Yep. COL.
COL, yeah.
PROTOCO. There you go.
There we are. There we go.
Spectacular.
Okay, so probably one of the first questions I'm going to ask is, how did you come up with the name?
That has to go with the last name that doesn't work too well for a lot of people when they try pronouncing it. Last name being Needs Wiki.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's music or professional settings, anyone who tries it first, they butcher it. They're usually needs a whiskey, needs a whiskey, something like that. So I just tell them, hey, just remember needs whiskey, and take out the S, needs wiki. And it turned into whiskey, and then it goes from there. So my stage name, if you want to call it that, is Our Whiskey,
Our Whiskey.
Whiskey Protocol. That's where it came from.
Okay, so what type of music do you normally play? And I know it says on here rock, pop, blues.
Mm-hmm.
So that's most of it?
Most of it. The highlights that I think we're going to hit today are a little bit of a blues orientation and a pop orientation.
Okay.
That's pretty much in my wheelhouse. I dabble in some country. I dabble in some adult contemporary also.
Now, is it just you, or is there other people you do this with?
I'm the founder of Whiskey Protocol, but I bring in my musician friends to help collaborate and actually make the CD a reality. So the CD is for medicinal purposes only, following along the Whiskey Protocol thing. And my friends are Raquel Vega on vocals, Bobby Dragon and Pete Simon on guitar, Chris Russo on drums, and then me on bass and keys.
Okay.
We made up Whiskey Protocol for the current project, and Tony Kusa was our producer.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So it says on your Facebook page you were founded in 2012.
Correct.
All right. Have you played in many places yet, or
I am a studio-only project.
studio only?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got the family thing going.
All right.
Been married for 20-something years,
Okay.
18 and a 13-year-old child.
Wow.
And they're both, one's getting ready for college, the other's busy with his own music pursuits.
Okay.
So keep busy. So I want to kind of stay local. I'm not looking to do the touring thing. I'm looking to make the good music and have my friends help me make the good music.
Okay. Well, if you were to stay local and play at, say, a club or a bar or someplace, where are some places you want to play at?
I could see Grog Shop. I could see Brothers Lounge, to name two out right off the top of my head.
Yeah, we do actually have a lot of bands that come in here that do play at Grog Shop.
Yeah.
A lot of other very popular places that people play at are the Empire Club down in Akron that just opened up.
Okay.
They're actually coming up on their 1 year anniversary.
Nice.
The Foundry over in Lakewood.
Right.
And then, believe it or not, a lot of people actually play at the Lake City Tavern over in Berea.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they did original music.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, they a couple of the bands that play over there, they know the owner, and two of the members of one band actually used to work there.
Nice.
So they will let them play over there.
Okay.
And it's a really, really tiny bar.
Well, if you got a 4-piece or a 5-piece, it'll work. You'll make it work.
Yeah, there's one country band that goes over there. There's only 3 of them.
Okay.
And it's 2 guitars and a singer.
Nice.
And they're pretty good.
Make it work. Absolutely.
All right. So let's get some of the music.
Okay.
What music or what song would you want to play first?
Let's see. First, let's start with Ain't Got Much. So scroll down a little bit more and do the all songs
All
thing.
songs. All right.
And go ahead and hit Ain't Got Much.
All right. Do you want to give any background on this song?
Yeah, basically most of my material starts out with a phrase, or something that I just end up evolving into a lyric set, and then I develop the song from there.
Okay.
This one's kind of playful. It's not a downtrodden blues type song that would be traditional, but it's upbeat. It's kind of spunky.
Okay.
And Raquel does a great job singing it, and it's you'll see it when you hear it.
All right. So when you write actually do the lyrics, are you the main person writing the song itself, or do you actually have people that help collaborate with it?
For lyrics and structure, it's me.
Okay.
But I give liberty on the instrumentation and on the vocals. I've got the key melody line and the key harmonies that I'd like to see, but I like those changed up to fit the person who's singing it.
Okay.
And same with the guitar parts and drums. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to play the song Ain't Got Much. Okay.
About the time I can talk to you about anything from politics to crime. I can talk all through the night, then I can talk some more. But when you ask me to shut my mouth, then beg me to shut the door, well then, that changes everything. Ain't got much to say when you treat me that way. Ain't got much to say when you treat me that way. You say the talk is cheap or really deep, but baby keep on talking and you put me to sleep. Ain't got much to say when you put it that way. Baby, you're so fine, I don't even mind. Baby, you're so fine, I don't even mind. When you push me away and don't wanna play, I'll try again later, that's all I can say. Baby, you're so fine, I don't even mind. Ain't
Okay. I did have another question. I kind of forgot it. But so how long have you been playing instruments?
Instruments since I'm sure my mom can correct me because I'm not sure I've got the quite right age, but it was either 12 or 13 when I started.
Okay.
Started on keys and got into high school jazz band. And then in jazz band, I saw the bassist and I thought he was phenomenal. Jaw dropped and I think I want to do that. So I didn't do any of that for about a 10-year period or so. Got married, raised a family, things like that. And my wife encouraged me to get back into it, so I got into both keys and bass, but I focused more on bass.
Okay. Okay. So when you learned keys, or is it like a keyboard or a piano?
Organ, actually.
Organ.
I didn't want to do what everyone else was doing, so I was stupid and made my parents pay a boatload of money to get an organ.
That's actually respectable.
Yeah.
I have one friend who he wanted to get into band, but he didn't want to do what everyone else was doing, so he chose the bagpipes and the banjo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he was actually part of a heavy metal band with the banjo.
I want to hear that.
They disbanded a while ago, and he's now working for a really big company. He's a really smart guy. He's making probably $250,000-$300,000 a year.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't even know where he's at right now.
I want to hear the banjo with a heavy metal band. That Metallica orchestrate, stuff like that. Wow.
Yeah, he did stuff like that, and then I tried band, but I was I went in to be the drums, and I like doing drums, but the teacher I had didn't have patience for people with drums because he taught everybody how to play.
Gotcha.
And when it came to the drums, it's like, all right, well, we're trying to match his everything, and if you went 1 second too quick, he'd stop the whole entire band and say, nope, you're sitting down, you don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
So you didn't get to mature at all with him?
No, like I did junior high, I did elementary band, and then I did junior high for a year, and then after that, I got involved with football and wrestling, and didn't have time for it.
Yeah. Yes, I know a lot of friends that went from music or from sports to music, and you went from music to sport.
Yeah, and like occasionally, like my free time with friends and whatnot, I'll sing with them as part of a group thing, just in our free time.
Gotcha.
But I won't ever really do it outside.
Gotcha.
You know, when we did have Joe Bova in here and the Bowie Brothers, they were singing one of my favorite songs, so I did jump on and help with their harmony a little bit, and I didn't know if they could hear me. Like, no, you're doing good. Thank you for that. No, but I was singing just quiet enough to where it wasn't really picking up on the mic.
Gotcha.
Because I'm still iffy about that in front of people.
Right.
But from what I've been told, I do have a good voice. But
That's good. That's probably the area where I'm weakest, and I'm constantly striving to improve upon it.
I think it has to go down to, with at least on the radio, I do have a better voice for the radio. I sound a lot calmer. I pronounce my words a lot better. It's different, but I've definitely been told I have a voice made for radio.
Nice. Well, they didn't say a face made for radio, so that's a good thing.
Nope. But there are definitely people I know that have faces for radio.
Okay.
Especially people that are in here who are actually really good at radio. And this isn't even something I'm going to school for.
Oh,
this
wow.
is just something I can do after school.
Nice.
I'm actually a business major, an accounting major.
Excellent.
Oh, hold on, what'd I get? Nope. Yeah. Okay. So, so you do keys and you do the bass. You're more interested in bass now?
Now.
No.
But
Okay.
I learned all my theory on keys. Practice. I do all my song structuring on keys. Get the idea for a rhythm, get the idea for what I want for the pattern, the meter of the songs that way, and then I'll talk with my fellow musicians and say, hey, what can we do with this?
Okay. All right. Well, we can play another song. Which one would you
Okay.
recommend? I can go up, down.
I want to go with my favorite on this one, and it's Cold Front.
Cold Front.
This is also bluesy, but it's more of a rocking. You're going to hear from our guitarist Pete Simon a little bit of a Hendrix influence on this one.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. We've had when I had the Aeronauts in here, they actually, their influences were Hendrix and Santana, and you know, this kid, he was picking away at it like he was Santana, and it's like, whoa. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm just screwing around, just screwing around. I mean, they did. They were, and he did a little Jimi Hendrix, and just and it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, that's when you look and say, okay, that's time for me to put down the instrument. If you're just messing around and doing that, it's like, okay, I'm going to walk away for a couple of days and just
Yeah,
get my head back in.
Anything they threw on the screen saying, oh, can you do this? Can you do this? You know, he would play it. He was playing Three Doors Down and Kryptonite.
Nice.
He got into that, and it's like, whoa, okay. All right, so we're going to play Cold Front.
Okay.
All right, here.
Baby, baby, tell me what you want me to be, because you know I'll do anything for you. Baby, baby, tell me everything that you see, because you know I will make it true for you. Once I leave the high-speed lane through 90 lanes of traffic, feed the poor, save the children, and relieve all the world's pain. 17 things on the schedule today, and none of them I want to do. 17 directions that I'm running, trying to get back to you.
Honey, baby, tell me, how should it be tonight? Because you know that's the way I want it to. Honey, sugar, tell me, will it work out alright? 'Cause then I'll know you'll be with me through and through. Once I leave the high-speed lane through 90 lanes of traffic,
Feed the poor, save the children, and relieve all the world's pain. 17 things on the schedule today, and none of them I want to do. 17 directions that I'm running, trying to get back to you. We need to break this habit, take a detour out of sight. Make a clean break, sneak out in the dark of night. Staying on this torrid pace, it keeps me away from you. We need to change things up, 'cause we've already paid our dues. Sweetie, hun, don't tell me that you're busy again. Say I should know 17 directions for you. Baby, baby, pick me up and drop me again. But I should know that you wanna see me too. Once I leave the high-speed lane through 90 lanes of traffic, feed the poor, save the children, and relieve all the world's pain. 17 things on the schedule today, none of them I want to do. 17 directions that I'm running, trying to get back to you. 17 things on the schedule today, none of them I want to do. 17 directions that I'm running, trying to get back to you.
Okay, so that was 17 Directions.
Yep.
Any background on that song, if you want to give that?
Yeah, life can get kind of busy at times, just a little. I like to exaggerate, take little things and make big things out of them in terms of the way I might talk about them. And for a long time in my career, I'm a project manager in IT, so juggling a lot of projects, juggling a lot of things, plus juggling home things and other activities. It's like, yeah, I can't wait to get home. Wait a second, when am I getting home again?
Yeah, that's a lot of like what's going on right now with working and going to school. Like I'm doing work. I'm actually trying to switch jobs right now.
Okay.
Just because I've been at the same job for 5 years. I've been making the same amount of money I had when I started. Can't do it.
Got it.
And I'm trying to pay for school without taking out any student loans.
Gotcha. I admire that. That's not easy.
Well, I originally went to school for massage therapy, did 2 years of that, and racked up over $14,000 in student loans. So then when I lost my job, they kicked me out of school because I couldn't pay them.
Yep.
So now, in order to go back for my degree, I'd have to retake all 2 years of school,
Gotcha.
end up with 4 years, still have to pay, take out all the loans again, pay up all that. I said, screw it. Hey, I'll go for my second choice, which is accounting.
Right.
And so here, I'm here, and I'm actually a 4.0 student here. I'm trying to get as many scholarships as I can, and I am able to actually pay off school.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Not easy.
No. So I do understand that. I mean, I live down in Jug County. I live down in Burton.
Okay.
Pretty decent from here.
Yep.
Actually, from here, it's only like 30 minutes or so.
You got a bit of a drive, though.
But from where my work, it's about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. About 32 miles from my house to... And then I got to go from Paynesville on the lake all the way to over here. Takes about another half an hour. So sometimes with my radio show, I do not get home until 9:30, 10 o'clock.
And this is, of course, Lake Effect
Yep.
radio, and you get some of that over here, too. So you're driving through that, too.
Yeah, normally where I live in the snow belt, so regardless of whether the lake has frozen over or not, I will get hit with lake effect snow.
Yeah.
Usually up here, it actually stays relatively nice until usually the last 2 weeks of December, first 2 weeks of January. Depends on if the lake has frozen over or not.
Yep.
If the lake doesn't freeze to the shore, 90 is usually the cutoff line.
Right.
Anything south of 90 will get hit hard.
Gotcha.
And then once you cross over Route 84,
Mm-hmm.
it's clear. It can be 2 feet of snow on one side of the bridge. You go to the other side of the bridge, it is green grass.
Nice.
It is weird how it works out. But once it actually freezes to the shore,
Yeah.
then we get hit hard. And it actually did that this winter. I think they said 95% of all Great Lakes was frozen over.
Yep.
So it was...
Got pretty hit. It got hit pretty hard, yeah.
I'm actually glad that we're sitting outside. It's raining now, but it was up 75, 76 degrees outside.
Yep.
Usually, if it was like last winter, we were sitting still with snow.
And we're hoping it's done.
Yeah, it probably is done.
Yeah. Hopeful. So with 17 Directions, that's what it was all about. It was just so many things going on. You want to see the family. You want to see my wife and kids. Or I want to see my wife and kids. It's like, okay, I'm juggling things. And it's like, well, wait a second. I'm not the only one in the family juggling things.
Yep.
And so exaggeration. Feed the poor, save the children. I got to do all that stuff before I get home. 17 Directions.
Yep. Yeah, it's especially Jeremiah. That's how he's run every single day.
That sounds like him.
Like
yeah.
if you saw him a little bit ago, that's him on a good day.
Okay.
On a bad day, you'll see him in here for 5 minutes. He's gone. He's back. He's here. He's there. He's downstairs doing this, doing that.
He's a speed racer. Yeah.
He's got like a million things going through his head, and I try to remind people, it's like, hey, you got a problem? You want Jeremiah to take care of it? It's like, hey, wait.
Yep.
Just be patient with him because he does do so much for this radio station.
Exactly.
Not a lot of people realize that.
Right.
A lot of people think he's being, what can I say? No, I can't say that. A lot of people think he is being an ass. I can say that.
You can say that one.
I cannot say what I wanted to say.
He's being difficult.
Yes, he's being difficult. A lot of people think he is being difficult, but no, it's like if you have something, just wait. And if he says he's going to do it, do it.
And when he gets to it, he'll get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, priorities are a main thing with him.
He showed me some of the organizational stuff he's doing with all the bands that have been in over the last week plus. That's a lot to do.
Also, what he does on this computer is, I still have to bring in a flash drive for it, but he takes all of our shows and he puts them in folders, either by our name or DJ name or our show name, and he'll put them in folders. So if we want them, he just goes in, clicks on the folder, puts it on the flash drive. Here's all your shows.
Wow.
And he also does that for live stream and our YouTube channel. He will take the stuff and like he usually waits till Friday. He'll upload the video to the live stream, and then I think it's usually like a month or so before it's on YouTube. But he'll put the stuff on live stream, so you can go on live stream and there's all the videos underneath the actual screen.
Wow.
It will tell you how long they are, who did it, what's the name of the show, because we get to pick the name of the show.
Right.
You click on that and it will show you everything that we did. So he'll either show us all sitting here, or he'll either show our screens, and so he does do a lot. And I'm learning from him because I'm now the production director.
Gotcha.
So,
So you're the backup guy when he's not available.
no, actually, we have a assistant general manager who's an IT guy, and he knows a lot about the station. He knows a lot about broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a PR director. We have a secretary and a treasurer,
Okay.
and then we have a production director. And I think there's one more person, but I'm not sure. And if I'm forgetting anybody, don't hate me. Let me check and see if there's anything
It's
in
a
the
pretty
chat.
good sized crew.
In the chat. Nope, no one's in the chat. But we do have 5 viewers.
Spectacular. I probably know 3 of them.
You might know all 5.
I might know all
actually,
5 of
you,
them.
you might actually you probably do. I think one of them's probably Jeremiah.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Yeah, he usually goes home and he checks in on us. Like when I first started in radio, he'd go home. 'Cause I do radio later in the day because I do have work from 6:30 to 3.
Yep.
I come here. I usually have class till 7, 8, sometimes 9 o'clock at night, and I'll sometimes do a radio show even that late.
Yeah.
And he'll go home, pop up the stream, see how we're doing, and if he has a problem, he'll pop it up on here, tell us what we did.
And say, hey, buddy.
Yeah. He'll also watch us and make sure we're shutting everything down right, because if we don't shut down this stuff correctly, facilities will come over here, press this one button that says do not touch, and it'll shut off the entire stream. And then we got to reboot everything.
Because then you're no longer 24/7.
Yeah.
Mm.
But what's really cool, though, is even though we won't have a live show going on, we have
Mhm.
this cart computer here, which has all of the music that we have put onto it. It also has all of our ads, and it
Yep.
constantly rotates the stuff and updates it, and it spits it out, so it's always
Nice.
playing.
Nice.
Only time it doesn't play well is if we have to clean it out, or if the computer's failing, or if we have to restart it, or something.
Yep.
So I think we got about enough time, about 1 or 2 more songs.
Let's go ahead and hit Deep Freeze. Out of all my material, that is probably my oldest tune. I wrote that just a year or so ago when I was in college. Okay, it was a lot more than that, but that one's made a couple different go-arounds in terms of the structure and style. There's one time I imagined it as an almost White Snake type blues style
Okay.
when I was in college, and it switched to me working with a gal on an acoustic duet version. She went off to Cincinnati, so we never quite got to finish that. It turned into what you're going to hear now with, again, Raquel Vega on the lead vocals.
Okay. Now, when you do your blues stuff, have you ever thought of bringing in any of the brass instruments on it, like a saxophone or a trumpet, or?
Not yet, not for this stuff. For this being my first full CD project,
Okay.
I wanted to go relatively raw, bare bones.
Okay.
Keep it to the basic 4 or 5 instruments and the vocals and take it from there. So this one, you'll hear me on bass and me on piano.
Okay.
And you'll hear Bobby Dragon on the guitar, and Chris Russo doing the drums as normal.
That's very respectable there. One of my favorite artists. They actually plays every single instrument that he has in his band. I don't know if you are familiar with Andrew WK.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Party Hard?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. His parents are actually. He was trained in classic piano.
Okay.
And he's actually trained in a lot of classical music and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And so he knows how to play piano. He also knows to play guitar, bass, drums, pretty much everything. And you'll see him during his concerts. I've only been to like 2 of his concerts, but you'll
Okay.
see him. He'll start singing, then he'll run off to the keys, then he'll run over to the drums. I mean, they got like 2 or 3 of everything, and he'll play every single
Just so
instrument.
he can hit.
And he actually has an album out, and I forget what it's called, but the album is all the songs he does, he's playing every single instrument. So
Nice.
that's dedication right there, to be able to do every single thing.
Yep.
And it'd probably be fun to do, to start with one and then build on the other and keep going. And by the end of it, I'm sure he's probably sick of the songs.
Now, Tony Kusa, who does my production, he'll probably hate me for saying this, but you get the sense that he can pick up a new instrument in about 2 weeks. He's just that solid.
How can I... We're getting a phone call in, but I think it
Okay.
might be in the back room. But
Hello, caller?
I actually have no idea how to do it, so... All right, so we're going to play Deep Freeze?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
You were never that you had always sent me said we'd last until the end of time. But the way you took my heart away makes you guilty of a crime.
Deep freeze,
Now I'm out in the cold.
deep freeze,
Why did you have to be so bold?
deep freeze.
You always said that everything would be fine, but you're no longer mine. I wish that you would give me a reason why you cut off the line. I didn't know your way was that cold. You sent a chill down my spine.
Deep freeze,
Now I'm out in the cold.
deep freeze,
Why did you have to be so bold?
deep freeze.
You always said that everything would be fine, but you're no longer mine. So you think that you'll have the last laugh on me? Well, baby, that's just not true. Just because you pulled one over on me doesn't mean that I can't get over you. As time goes by, I know that I'll forgive you. As I move on to an even better life, you know I may be bleeding, bruised, and wounded, but I will remove your name.
Deep freeze,
Now I'm out in the cold.
deep freeze,
Why did you have to be so bold?
deep freeze.
You always said that everything would be fine, but you're no longer
Alright. Okay.
Moving and grooving.
Yep, that's actually a really good song.
Thank you.
A lot of it, I can definitely see a lot of the stuff is music you can probably hear playing in a nice restaurant or a bar type deal.
That's the whole.
You come in and it's like, oh, someone's playing. It's
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, this is really nice.
I most of what I write is definitely radio oriented material.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I grew up with. That's what I'm comfortable with.
Like, there's one band that I recently got into, and I'm listening to one of their songs. And my mom's listening to it too, and she goes, this song should be in a movie. It should be like the soundtrack. And it's like, it has won several awards. She's like, they should be in the movies. It's like, okay, Mom.
Yes, Mom.
But there are definitely a lot of songs that people bring in here and play that I'm like, hey, I know where I can hear this playing at. And then there are some songs that come in and it's like, yeah, it's elevator music.
Yeah.
And then there's other songs where you're just like, yeah, that hurts my ears.
I'm hoping none of those were the ones that we played tonight.
No, they actually were really good.
Awesome. Thank you.
All original songs?
All originals, yeah. Yep.
So what are some of your inspirations for the type of music that you play?
Jeez, first one would have to be Sweet, all the way back in the 70s. So it's going back away. Some of the disco stuff.
Okay.
We're a top 40 family. The Casey Kasem, all that stuff was always on the radio in our house. Then in the 80s, it was Def Leppard, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Tesla, with a lot of Prince thrown in. He's always been one of my favorites. And I'd say today it's Foo Fighters, and I'm liking some of the Walk the Moon stuff that's out right now.
Yeah, I definitely do like the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of their songs though too are a lot of uplifting songs.
Exactly.
But also they have some of the best videos.
Yeah.
Out there, some of the funniest videos.
Exactly. I think Monkey Wrench and Everlong are two of my favorites in terms of their videos.
Yeah, I like what's the one? I forget the name of the song, but it's been a while since I've actually listened to Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
But since I've been exposed to all the local talent, I've been trying to listen to as much local talent as I can.
DOA is a pretty good video too.
Yeah.
So all you out there, you got to go check YouTube for the Foo Fighters videos.
Also, I think one of my favorite bands that I love watching their videos of is Newfound Glory.
Yeah, they get pretty funny sometimes too.
One of their best.
Kiss Me, their rendition to Kiss Me.
Yep, one of their best. The funniest videos to watch is My Friends Over You. It is absolutely hilarious.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's that, and then like you have Sum 41, their Fat Lip video. Those two videos are very similar.
Okay.
Very, very similar.
Gotcha.
That and along the lines of when Alien Ant Farm did Smooth Criminal.
Yep.
Those three videos are all very similar videos.
Okay.
Of course, though, no one can beat when Alien Ant Farm had the light up sidewalk.
Exactly. No, that kicked butt.
And then you got the real big fat guy singing at the really high.
Yeah.
Really, really high voice. That was... All right, so I think we're going to wrap it up. We're going to catch some one-liners in the back. If you want to say the websites you want to check out.
Sure. I'd like to thank Lake Effect Radio for having me, first of all. You can go to Facebook, facebook.com. It is Whiskey Protocol. That is WHISKEY protocol.com. Website is www.whiskeyprotocol.com. And my Twitter handle is r_whiskey. So I think that gives you what you need there. And again, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on air with you.
All right, hold on. Get a log out of that. I was logged into Reverb Nation. I didn't realize it. So, hey. Yeah, since this is all shared computers, you do not want to stay on here. We actually have one of our members who stayed logged on to a computer, and he ended up with the name on Facebook as Princess Rainbow Pants. Which, if you change your name on Facebook, you have to wait 30 days to change it back.
Yep.
He actually had to go through and email Facebook a copy of his driver's license and say, hey, this was a joke and I need you to change it. And they said, all right, it's changed, but do not do it again.
Yeah, Princess Rainbow Pants.
So he makes sure he's all logged out.
Nice.
So there's that. So, hey, guys, this has been DJ Unknown on Lake Effect Radio with Whiskey Protocol.
Yep.
And it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, I will see you guys later. Remember to tune in on Thursday. We are live at livestream.com/Lake Effect. And have a good night. Now, guys, remember, always have fun, always be yourself, and always stay safe. And I will see you guys on Thursday. All right.
Awesome.